Blog Talk Radio.
So, Chris, have you tasted the Dr. Simi pepper?
No, there's no such thing as Dr. Simi pepper.
Of course. Simi is the Mexican version of
No, it's
Dr.
not.
Pepper.
I've been in Mexico. I had a Dr. Pepper there. It was a Dr.
You haven't been for enough time, you know?
Really?
Yeah, you have to look closer.
No, okay. Actually, this is horrible, but you want to hear my trip to Mexico, which went to Progreso.
Okay, yeah, I know that.
So we went into Progreso, okay, and when in Progreso, you get off the cruise ship, you come in, you get on this bus that takes you to town, you know, and all this. You get out, and there's all these, like, little trinket shops that are designed to, you know, take you to buy souvenirs and trinkets. So anyways, once you get past all that crud, and you hit the, like, public restrooms that are, like, oh my gosh, horrible. But anyways, once you hit there, you walk out on the street, and then you're in, like, what actually would be the town of Progreso, where, you know, the people that actually live in the town. See? And so then there are these people that are basically there, and they know that there's Americans there, you know, because they're coming off the cruise ships and stuff. So their job is to, like, hey, let's see if they want anything kind of normal to an American thing. So this guy goes, my friend, you want a Corona? And I'm like,
a beer.
Yeah. No, I don't want a Corona. He goes, oh, okay. You want a Dr. Pepper? Or he said, you want a Coca-Cola? And I was like, no, don't want a Coca-Cola. Now, keep in mind, this is a cruise, okay? Me and my wife, you know, nice little cruise, you know. So me and my wife's walking up, and this dude's, you know, he's all like, yeah, you want the Corona? I'm like, no. He's like, you want the Coca-Cola? And I was like, no. Wife's standing right there. You want my sister?
What?
No.
What?
I don't want your sister. he was like, okay, you know. So anyway, we go off into town, we're exploring, and I'm all like, hey, let's check out and see if things are actually cheaper here. Maybe I'll buy a TV while we're here. Yeah, right. No.
When you're buying TVs cheaper.
Yeah. In Mexico. Bad idea.
You know, that didn't work out. Okay, so then we was like, hey, let's check normal house prices here. Oh, they aren't much cheaper. Okay, let's check, you know, all this other stuff. Why do you keep saying Mexico's cheaper? I don't get it. Anyway.
No.
So then I'm like,
it ain't cheaper at all.
I don't know. But anyway, we're heading back, and I'm all like, man, I am getting thirsty now. Hey, where's that dude that was like asking me earlier with the drinks and stuff? So I like walk up, I find the dude, and I'm like, hey man, do you have Dr. Pepper? He goes, yeah, we got Dr. Pepper. So he like takes me in, and apparently he's got some deal set up where, you know, they do an exchange type thing, and he gets part of the commission of the sale of the soda or what. So he gets his little thing, this and that, and while we're standing there and he's doing his little stuff and all this and getting his commission, he looks over and goes, hey, this is my sister. I'm like, does she know what you're doing to her?
Well, actually, that is a Mexican tradition that you have to offer your family used to make some relationship with, you know.
I hope this is one of your jokes, because that's horrible.
It is.
Okay, because I was going to say you've never...
It's not horrible. It's tradition.
You cannot blame him. After all, you came back for the Dr. Pepper.
Well, I'm not... No, I mean, he was doing the best he could. He's working with what he's got. I didn't knock him at all. I was just like, dude, your sister? With my wife standing right here. Your sister. Really?
Well, we're open mind too, right?
Yeah, y'all are open. Open family.
Or it's tradition.
He says, we're going to get Americans in the family one way or another. Hey, you know.
Yeah, we want to get along too.
Yeah, so that was the whole thing there. But, yeah. So I've had a Dr. Pepper in Mexico. It was not a semi Dr. Pepper or whatever you called it.
Simi is not semi. It is simi because there are some...
It's not real.
It is.
Oh.
Well, Dr. Simi Pepper is not. But
your existence has been denied. Move on.
You don't. Therefore.
Moving on.
Okay, so I started to talk about this yesterday, but we were out of time. So we'll talk about it today, which is they've found the cure to Down syndrome, which is really awesome. Okay? So these scientists, they basically tracked down, they figured out which chromosome it is that actually kind of causes Down syndrome. To which case, y'all ever met anybody with Down syndrome?
Yes.
This would be typical, like what most people would just consider a retard, although they're not a retard exactly. They just have...
You mean the whole community of League of Legends?
No, that's a whole different... That can't.
That's something much worse.
Yeah, that one can't.
Much worse.
But anyway, they found that basically, and they haven't done this on humans yet, but they've done this on everything else that has Down syndrome, and it works on everything else. What they have is they've literally figured out how to turn off the chromosome that would be part of the problem. They've tracked down which chromosome it is, they turn it off, and instantly, whatever it is basically cured of Down syndrome. However, welcome to this is where your League of Legends people might come in. We'll just say qualifying it as the idiots of the world. Because of the idiots of the world, we cannot do this on humans because we first have to consider if we start turning on and off chromosomes, which is what this cure actually lets us do, is turn off and on chromosomes at will, then what else can go wrong? In which case, let me ask y'all, what's the difference between a male and a female genetically?
Chromosome.
Yeah, the Y chromosome. And if we just happen to turn it off, yeah. Welcome to the reason that they don't have this in humans yet.
I have one question here.
Yes?
You mean turn off and on the chromosome in unborn baby or the
They have to be unborn.
Or
if the child is already born, then the one Y chromosome has already taken effect and done what it needs to do.
According to what they're saying, though, they can literally turn it off at will, though, and it still affects even after birth.
So
it would have effect, but
God,
it would still be male afterwards.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not saying that with the one Y chromosome or that way. I'm saying that the chromosome for the Down syndrome.
Oh, well, yeah.
They can turn that off. So.
Which would be absolutely fantastic.
Yes, I think it'd be awesome, except for because of the idiots of the world, we can't exactly just say, let's do it, you know. So, anyway. But
people don't want us drilling offshore.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a whole different type of thing. We don't need to drill offshore. We need to come up with better solutions than oil. That's, you know, kind of the deal. Which they've had engines that run off of, you know, even steam and things like that since like the 40s and 50s, but they've been shelved. So that's a whole different.
We need oils. Yeah,
we don't need oil.
Well,
they've just chosen to use that so that they can form an industry around it. But we don't need oil. So anyway.
What are you talking about, man? I need oil to live, man. I gotta drink at least a gallon of oil a day.
Okay, so we're going to cover a lot of medical things here real quick, which is, we was just talking about the idiots of the world?
Yep.
The next one, which is this woman who is fine. She can walk and everything, but she wishes she was paraplegic. So she wants the doctor to sever her spinal cord from the waist down, so she will be.
Why?
No reason. According to her,
psychological
disorder. She had an aunt when she was a child that was, you know, disabled and had to walk with a cane, and she thought that was really cool, and so she wanted to do it, and that kind of started it for her, and now it's progressed to where she just wants to be a full paraplegic. And she's literally going to pay this doctor she's found that will do it $25,000 to do it.
I will do it for 20.
I'm just like, now, let me get this straight. She's probably gonna want to have this happen. She says, but then she also says that the cost of the $25,000 is too much, which means she's probably like the normal person who doesn't have much money to kick around. So when she does this, then she's probably gonna want what, disability? No, no. That's stupid. Anyway,
so it's like when you make yourself a paraplegic. How does that go with the law? Do you still get all the benefits, I guess would be the word to use, though that makes it kind of sound bad, but whatever.
Yeah, just no. So
yeah.
My deal is, you want to make yourself a paraplegic that bad, there's a lot easier way to do it than $25,000 worth of surgeries. Just get in your car, run into a tree. If that doesn't work, do it again.
Try that though. Didn't she already try that though? And she was like, I don't want to die. I just want to be paraplegic.
No.
Well,
I'm pretty sure the article said that.
Does it say that? I don't think it says that. I don't see that.
I know an easy way to make yourself paraplegic.
She says paralyzed, why is it pronounced paraplegic, her bike off a 4-foot stage landing on her neck.
Aha.
That always works.
No, it doesn't. She did it twice and it didn't work.
Yeah. So she needs to get in her car and just ram it into a tree.
But then she wasn't doing it right, because falls like that onto your neck tend to break things pretty easily.
Yeah. I can show her lots of ways to injure herself. I mean, just go in the martial art place and, do the wrong thing, pretty much.
Well, whatever. What I'm really curious about, though, is I'm looking at this on our page that says Honda builds 130 miles per hour.
No, we get to that later. That's the last thing.
No, because that looks fantastic.
You can't jump ahead.
But it's right there.
I know, you can't jump ahead, though. See, we might not even get to that today. And what if we don't get it today? Now you've already given everybody this idea of we got this Honda thing out there. See, and if we talk about it right now, then we skipped like 3 subjects.
Well, then let's skip 3 subjects. Is that like really fast ball mowers?
No, we got medical thing and medical thing.
Well, what about if people just want to hear silence?
Then they can just stop listening to the show.
No. They are going to listen silence because we're going to jump over the topics and then we're just going to have silence.
No, we not silence on the show. No.
No. It's called a talk show.
Yeah, you talk.
Interesting.
You'll catch on one day, Snap. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So I know
those language barriers.
Okay. So new surgical knife can instantly detect cancer.
Instantly.
Oh, nice.
Instantly.
No delay at all. No nanosecond delay,
all.
just absolutely instantly. No time passing whatsoever.
No, instantly.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
That's
yeah,
impressive.
they turn it on and it instantly you're going to get a notification, like not even an email because that takes too long, and it just says you have cancer or not. For everybody in the world, instantly.
It removes cancer?
That is some
No, it
pretty darn
doesn't
good
remove it, it detects it. So, yeah. See? It's awesome, though. No more of this squishy thing. You know how many women, they have to go in and get their breast squeezed and all that stuff are going to love this thing? Because they don't have to have that anymore. You just knife,
Oh, I mean, not to say that's necessarily better. I feel like that would hurt a bit.
What, knife? No, it's just knife.
Nice.
Although it looks like for now at least they're going to be using it more specifically to make sure when they remove cancerous tissue from people that it's all gone.
Realistically, it's a biopsy thing where they don't have to send off for biopsies anymore. It's not like anything like that. But I think it's really kind of cool because, I mean, instead of because right now, realistically, you think you have like a skin cancer, for example. They cut it off, they send it off to a lab, you wait like a week, and then you get an answer, yeah, it was skin cancer. And you're like, thanks for letting me wait a week. So now they could just cut it off, knife it, yeah, you got cancer. You'd be like, okay, this sucks.
Well, darn.
Well, it just makes your bad day worse to a degree, so you just have one really bad day instead of like a week's worth of worry and then a bad day. So
True.
So it's kind of cool. But the price tag on it's $380,000.
Hey, ladies, just gotta make it commercialized. Then it'll be like $80, definitely.
I think a life is definitely worth more than $380,000.
380. Okay, it's not so.
Well, it depends on what kind of life we're talking about. Because, for example, let's jump back a story to the lady who wants to do herself for the $25,000 on the thing. How much is she worth?
All life,
one soul.
All human life is worth more than
one soul
of all Earth monies.
Depends on which point of view I'm taking on it, because some lives, I'm going to have a hard sell there, man. Some lives.
And that is why you're not God.
Well, exactly. I understand why I'm not God, dude. You know how messed up things would be if I was God? Oh, my gosh.
Would we have more goats?
Ridiculous. Oh.
No, we probably wouldn't have more goats.
Oh, well, then you're fired.
We wouldn't have more sheep either, though, so.
Well, I'm glad you're not God.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not God either. Me and my cousin literally talked about this one time as if, wouldn't it be cool to be God? And I was like, no. And he was like confused looking, going, why wouldn't you want to be God? And I was like, you know how messed up the world, the universe, everything would be? I mean, for example, okay, just take any kind of whatever you want, okay? Take humidity. You know how messed up I would have made humidity? I mean, I wouldn't get it right. And that's not even getting down to finer things like cells and, quantum physics and things that, oh my gosh.
I think the better question would have been, how cool would it be to have some of the powers of God?
No, it's just, you wouldn't even want that. I mean, you're going to be Bruce Almighty for a day and screw stuff up that way? Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Go. Let's do
it. Mm-mm. I don't want that either, because it'd be like, and then of course those things where, keep in mind, I'm still human, so this would screw it up too. that one dude go, "Why did your dad die?" And I'll be like, "Oh man, I feel so bad. Bring his dad back.
John.
That's quick. Just do it. Just." Then you find out like his dad was Hitler. Oh no! What did I just? Oh man.
But then you have the power to God, so you just go back in time and undo.
Oh, so just okay. You know what would happen if I had an undo
Just
button?
use the undo button.
We're sticking at like in the beginning. That's all we're gonna get ever. Because it's gonna be like in the beginning.
Crap,
Oh, I
undo.
screwed it up, man. Okay, start over. In the beginning. No, I can't even get past in, man. In the.
You know what? Screw this English. New language.
Yeah, just
Make it once and
it wasn't English in the beginning, but
Grunt.
that's the point. It wouldn't be. It'd just be in.
all languages composed of just grunts and moans.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, so then we have the pill. You guys never believe this. I know y'all have never heard of something like this, but it's awesome. Okay.
Miracle
It's a pill that gives you all the benefits of exercise, but it's just a pill. So you'll lose weight
Miracle.
from the pill.
Finally.
Yeah. Now, what's stupid about this is
And
this is
you
the part
must
where they're actually claiming
thing.
the thing is real. Realistically, and the thing they don't want to say about it, but if you do research on it, so here's how this plays out. So it's a pill that makes your muscles grow more rapidly than they normally would, so that you'll get bulk. It won't help you lose weight. And by the way, we call this they want to call it an REV/ERB, steroid. Steroid.
Nonsense. It's not a steroid, it's the reverb.
Reverb. It's a steroid. That's all it is. But they just discovered this, just so you know. There you go.
So I can't get fat now.
No, you can't get fat now. You take a pill, you're done. Next.
Yes, finally.
That means maybe even with Mexican food. Hey, maybe this could help your Mexico fat problem. Kind of like the fat expensive. Fat
No.
right there, Mexico.
They only had intentions with the pill, because at the end it says, researchers hope it will someday be used to help disabled people experience some of the health benefits of exercise.
Oh, benefits of
See.
exercise.
They're totally, perfectly good-hearted.
Because they can't do that right now, obviously.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah. Okay, Detroit filed bankruptcy.
Okay.
Detroit, the whole city?
Yes, the whole city.
About time.
Okay.
Bankruptcy. Just, they're done. They can't afford nothing. Small claims court. Whatever.
So what happens now? Do they shut down the whole city? Does everyone have to leave? What do they do?
Well, they've been discussing it, and Detroit's basically saying that the bills will be paid. And they're like, they got $18.5 billion in debt. And, yeah, there you go.
We are having background noise.
No. One guy who owned the majority of the debt was like, all right, everybody out. It's my city now. Definitely.
So apparently whenever the huge auto manufacturers left, then they didn't know what to do. So a lot of the people left too, and that dropped their population, and they've been struggling ever since, and blah-de-blah. But, yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, so Detroit's bankruptcy. They'll be putting ribbon all over the town here real soon. Big do not enter signs and foreclosure, and I'm wondering which bank exactly owns them. So, but anyway, in other news, there'll be a town for sale really cheap on the market here soon, so you should start saving your down payment.
Oh.
Which one?
Detroit.
Oh, Detroit.
So, and it's, what's typical, like 3% down or something? 10% down? I forget what. I think it's 3% down.
Just go out and buy Detroit.
$18 billion,
Bill Gates could do it. He should just do that. Just buy Detroit.
Just buy Detroit.
Yeah, you only got to
That'd
come
be
up with
great.
like 45 million or 540 million or something like that as a down payment. I forget exactly which it would be.
A drop in the bucket for rich people like him.
Yes, and then he can rename it whatever he wants. Microtown,
Detroit.
Windows something.
Windows 8 is not terrible city.
We'll just rename it every new product. We now have Xbox Town. Oh wait, Xbox isn't doing well. Call it Windows 8 Town. Oh wait, that's not doing. Call it Windows Mobile Phone Town. Oh, you know what? We can't see
Well,
good
it's
products.
my town, so Windows 8 and Xbox One is going to be mandatory.
Microsoft has just like been stupid lately.
Is that what they're going to do?
A lot.
Snipes got a way they're going to pay for the town. They're going to require every citizen to buy a Microsoft product.
Yeah.
You need 2 Xbox Ones in your house, just because.
2 Xbox Ones, even though you're a single dude and live alone.
Yeah. Because you need to. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to get the
blue
full
one
experience.
and an orange one.
Yeah.
So if we're the engineering naming department of Microsoft, we're going to call our new town X Town.
X1 Town.
Micro Spat.
Microtown.
Yeah, we got fired just now. There you go. Okay, so what do you want to talk about this lawnmower?
Yes, a crazy lawnmower. Let's mow lawns really fast now.
It will mow lawns at 130 miles per hour.
Will it?
Yes.
Yes. Do it. Go.
This is actually a hybrid project between Honda and Top Gear to make a lawnmower this way.
I can't tell you how many times I've been disappointed that I couldn't mow my lawn at 130 miles an hour.
Well, the deal is it's going to be a time saver.
Why?
Because you can mow your yard at a really, really, really fast pace.
And now I can just imagine the fleets of lawnmowers going down the highway.
Okay, Snipe, let me explain something about humans and reality to you, okay? You don't ask why, because if we asked why, we'd be like, why do we need, majority of the things in the world? It's because we can. That's why.
America!
It's not America, that's the world. You think it's just America? Look at half the stuff that comes out of China. Seriously?
Okay, but...
Look at all the people who just climb a random mountain.
No,
look at them.
Still,
Look at them.
Yeah. So anyway, this lawnmower, yes.
I like it.
Drives 130 miles per hour. It's got 20 horsepower thing. It'll cut at a rate of 4,000 RPM for the spinning cutting blade. What was it?
Oh no! It can only cut the lawn at 15 miles an hour.
False advertising. But anyway.
No, it's just like with regular cars. Sure, it can go 220 miles an hour. You're never going to get it when the highest speed limit is 80.
No, you get to use it. You just have to, find the little country road out in the middle of nowhere and then have 2 cars doing it, one that took off about a minute before the other one so that you could go and he gets the ticket and you get to go. Did you ever watch Smokey and the Bandit?
Nope.
No.
Wow, y'all are young.
Or maybe we just didn't watch it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Smokey and the Bandit was a guy in a Firebird, which made the Firebird a very popular car, and a big rig truck. And they had a bet, basically, with this guy over whether they could move this stuff across the country or not in the back of this big rig. So Smokey and the Bandit, Smokey was the guy in the Firebird. No, Bandit was the guy in the Firebird. He'd go running off and, drive 1,000,000 miles an hour as fast as he could in the car. And then all the cops would chase him. And then, the big rig just got to truck it on through because he'd already consumed all the cops, which is obviously how it would really work in real life.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah. However, at the end of the show...
Because whenever someone does something bad, all the cops come, all at once. It's a swarm.
Yeah. At the end of the show, basically, Bandit gets getting pinned in and Smokey decides to take the lead. There you go.
Oh.
Keep in mind, Smokey's a big rig.
Those 20 shows.
20 shows? There was a movie.
Those 20 movies.
Yeah. It wasn't no 20 of them. Anyway, we're being totally non-entertaining today.
Are you sure?
Yes. Be entertaining, quick.
Llamas should be purple. Let's dial the llamas purple, and then we can have purple llama. It will be good. Then we have purple wolf.
What kind of day are you having today? You're like, now it's llamas. Earlier it was sheep and goats.
Apparently one absent farm creature.
I like sheep.
Yeah. I
Like
need more
sheep,
farm
huh?
critters, man.
Hold on, I think we just found our interesting subject. Snipo likes sheep.
Yeah.
Snipo,
How
that's not good.
Yeah, what do you do with
control
those?
your sinful urges?
You're dry.
Well, they are fluffy, you know.
First it was blow-up dolls. Now it's sheep.
Let's hope they don't invent blow-up sheep anytime soon.
I stopped things.
Oh,
Let me ask, do you watch sheep anime?
Was me Google one, and I would
Anyway.
Now I'm curious. Is there an anime totally about sheep?
Who knows?
Yeah, of
If
course.
there's not, I'm sure somebody will be making it here real soon now. Yeah.
There's anime of everything.
Yeah, no, there's not anime of everything. thank goodness.
AnimeSheep.com.
Okay, so here's
Very cheap. There's one.
so
Yeah.
So here's just some
Oh,
reality
no, it's been closed.
things about sheep. Okay, since we're on that subject, sheep basically, they're referenced in the Bible, and that God has, will not lose any of His sheep, and that they have shepherds and things like that. And they've always had shepherds ever since like beginning of man's history of writing things down. Shepherds. There's a reason for that. Okay, sheep are probably the stupidest creatures in the planet. No kidding. Okay, sheep literally, and this is the way sheep are. This is why they have a shepherd. If you lead sheep to a river, they will drink themselves to death unless the shepherd directs them away from the water at certain points. But if they don't direct them towards water, the sheep will just stand there in the middle of the field and die because he doesn't get water.
Really?
Yes. Then if you lead the sheep into, like, say, a big old field of grass and all that, he'll eat himself to death if you let him.
You know, it's funny.
Stupidest creature.
Compare it to humans. Compare the people who drink themselves to death.
Well,
Or just eat until they grow too fat and can't do anything and die because of it.
well, the deal is that if you reference the way the Bible talks about humans and all that, that the Lord's our shepherd, we're the sheep. To which case, look at the actions we do and all that stuff on our own. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So
We drink ourselves to death. We eat us to
we
death.
just do the stupidest things. Now, the deal is, if you jumped in the head of the sheep, I'm sure that sheep thinks he's the smartest creature out there. He's all like, dude, this planet is designed for us. We are the top of the food chain. Look at this. Just, Vilma's
Dog
cat.
is with us.
Yeah, the cats too. So, but anyway,
Well, cats are. Yeah.
cats are the
Cats
top
are cool.
of the food chain.
No, we didn't say
Yeah.
that, but they are just, they have a right.
I think it depends on which culture, because if you go to Asia, yeah, or near,
I mean, yeah. Yeah, you have to explain yourself.
I don't have to explain myself because there's people that'll get upset about me explaining myself. Let's just say there's more Chinese food restaurants there. So.
Nom nom nom. Deep fried cat on a stick.
Where'd the stick come
That
from?
doesn't sound good.
I'm curious now how that would taste.
I don't think that would taste good at all.
You can go find that out pretty much easily. Just drive down to your normal Chinese food restaurant and that thing on the stick. Go ahead and eat it.
Yeah, but I don't know for certain that's cat. I mean, it could be dog for all I know.
Or llama soup.
Llama soup?
It could be a llama soup, man.
Wow, gross.
Llama soup. Well, it could be anything if you're actually in
Not
China.
llama soup. Llama soup.
I've
As in a mythical animal that doesn't exist.
got some buddies that take trips around the world regularly, and they've sent pictures back of some of the things. They were in Thailand one time. It was great. The stuff you can eat in Thailand is like, yay.
Okay.
But
I mean, you can
probably
eat
eat
those
it here,
things
too.
anywhere. Yeah, it's just not socially accepted.
oh yeah. I don't know. Some of the stuff I don't think you could even get here. I haven't seen many fried lizards.
You couldn't eat bald eagle here. That wouldn't be good.
You can't eat bald eagle there either, though. I mean, seriously.
That's because they aren't there. I mein, we can't eat pandas here for the same reason.
Although there is believe it or not, a restaurant that basically their niche is that you can eat rare endangered animals. Now, this is not an American thing at all, but that's their claim to whatever, is that you can come to there and eat rare animals. So maybe they got bald eagle. You never know. Oh, yeah,
like
I'm
a $3,000 panda steak.
Panda steak.
Yeah. Well, I have been Naru.
You have been.
Yeah.
Who were you before?
That is not for you.
No, have is in the past, as in he was Naru for all the time preceding this.
Oh, good point. So who are you now?
Well, goodbye,
Naruto.
my friend.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
have to find out later.
we weren't so exciting. See, we need to do I need to move
I
this
still
to,
have Cracker Jacks.
we need to move this to just being an hour show, and instead of just talking about topics or whatever, we just do our normal thing of talking about each other. So,
The personal things.
yeah, because that's what we do. Oh, yes, y'all should do that. If y'all like to continue the show, y'all can tune in. The website is twitch.com, or I'm sorry, twitch.tv/Professor Pewpew, all one word, spelled like it sounds. And we're doing the show on there too. So yeah, there you go. I'll post that on the thing so y'all can just see it there if y'all are interested. It is twitch.tv/Professor Pewpew. There you go. And yeah, y'all can.
You have to make the lip smacking sound.
Yes.
The link won't work.
You can continue to watch the show there if you would be so interested, because we were actually quite entertaining when we were just talking about each other, or Snipo, whichever one comes first.
Okay.
Snipo always comes first.
Snipo's not classified as one of us.
No, he's
Is that how it works?
totally different.
No, but he comes first.
We'll talk about that first.
Why?
Anyway, y'all have a good one. Hope y'all